Hey, good morning, everyone. Hope your life's going well. It's Thursday where I'm at. The weekend's slowly creeping up again. It's kind of crazy. My daughter's going to be 1 year old next week. I feel like these weekends are just getting closer and closer together. I'm going to be like 70 years old saying like, I remember last week. Anyways, today I realized I made a mistake. I kind of just woke up, had an epiphany, like my math was wrong. Like you ever have one of those moments? Well, it happened to me, and it happens to be for the fence that I'm keeping that organic matter in right there. What I did is I calculated based off of a 4-foot diameter circle. Okay, so what I did is I just took like pi d, so it's pi 4, and it was like 3.14 times 4, all right, and it ended up being like 12.56 feet. And so that was the circumference of a 4-foot diameter circle. I said, oh, okay, my circle needs to be 13 feet long fence just to be good. I cut it, and if you check the other video, I even kind of noticed like, it's not really going around it easily. And then I even ended up having to stitch it together. So my error, and this is going to be a very boring drive video. My error occurred in this number right here on the diameter. So in my head, I was like, okay, so I have a square toe, or whatever, whose longest dimension is 4 feet. And so we'll just put 48 inches. And then I was like, to make it easy, instead of trying to calculate the short rectangle and stuff, we'll just call that 4 feet, right? So in my mind, a 4-foot by 4-foot square is exactly what was needed to have a circle around, right? But in actuality, and I'm smacking myself because I know this, and this is why I had the epiphany this morning. This right here, when you draw something that restricts other geometry, is called circumscribing, okay? Not to be confused with a Jewish tradition, but actually circumscribing around a shape and restricting it across all of its points, not cutting it in any way. Now, what I should have done is calculated this right here, because this is the angle that actually matters. If I would have, put a little more thought into it, I would have remembered that the hypotenuse, or this angle of a square, is longer than a side. And so if I were to take this line and rotate it down along this point, it would come out to further than the edge of the square, because math. So what you end up doing is going in there and calculating the hypotenuse, and with the correct number, and it turns out to be way different, because this is something almost like 6 feet. Hang on a second, I got to check. 5'7". 5'7" inches. So I was off by almost 2 feet, which is almost 50%, man. It's huge, right? So when you go and change out this number for, this is the hard part, because you now got to convert inches to decimal in order to do it right, and this is why I hate American units. When I was in school for learning drafting, that was referred to by pretty much everyone as stupid units. Yep, stupid units. Inches and feet. Why? Because when you actually start working with numbers, it's stupid how much work you have to go through to get to a number like this. Millimeters and centimeters and pretty much the metric system is obviously the way to go. Anywho, when you work this out, this number ends up being like 17 feet. And so I was off by a good amount of fence. So I'm going to recut a fence, put it around the one I have, which is smaller, and then pull the old one out, I guess, because I really want to make sure that I have 4-foot area perfectly. I want to make sure that, you know, my maths are right on for going from the Berkeley test for the compost stuff, because if it's wrong, I don't want to question whether or not that was the problem, right? So that's why I'm doing that. Oh man, I'm so excited. I just got another call from the place we're getting this from, man. I got another few containers ready to go. I'm going to see if I can say, hey, can I leave a third container since you're filling it so often? And then eventually I'm going to say, hey, so since I get so much, let's leave a tote there. We'll see. If not, it's still totally worth it getting it every few days the way I am, hundreds of gallons at a time. Maybe I'll even just toss in some worms in here. That's Bianca's idea. She just wants it to accelerate the process, I guess. So whatever, we're going to have plenty of it. Do whatever you want. Ah, that's nice. I can't wait till I just have a line of rings here with tons of organic matter waiting to be used. It's a good day. That's all I have for this morning. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. See you next time. Oh, also, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you taking time to watch my random videos. See ya. Alright, well, it's 5 p.m., same day. We went over, got some more organic matter, and now we're in the process of going to try to unload it. Yeah, tricky. Oh yeah, so I ordered some worms for you, Bia.
Oh, you did?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. How many did you order?
2,000?
Oh, good.
I don't know how many I needed, but it was like a really good deal.
2,000?
At least, yeah, okay.
Can you walk that?
The rake, yeah. I need to get the tripod out so I can like set this thing up on the side. They've really been stuffing it full, man. This is 150 gallons. Yeah, hang on. I will set this camera down and we'll unload it. Let's see how much we got now. We pretty much have 1, 2, 3.5 squares remaining above the level. Nope, you're good. This is how we're removing it for now. Alright, lean forward, Bia. This is really hard to do with one hand.
I'll pull it back a little bit so you
Okay. Wow, you guys, look how much we have. That's huge. Heck yeah. About 2 squares left now. Awesome. This is so amazing. I'm super stoked. This is one tiny store, man, that has hardly any hay for sale. If they knew how much hay they are throwing away, they'd probably try to rebale it and sell it or something.
Oh yeah, we should give it to our cows.
Yeah, that's what awesome neighbor Larry was saying, was that this is really good food. And he's shocked as heck that we're getting it for free. So when the cows come, I might try to reduce the food costs that we get by using this. It's a good point. Nice idea, Bia. Well, I think it's about time to call it an evening for us. It's very cold out here. Getting dark. It looks like we have some more rain coming. Hooray, the roads are going to be awesome.
They already are.
Have a good evening.